In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to get Team of the Season so far Thuram as quickly as possible with the new player objectives. I'm going to be showing you guys basically a team which you can put together, some tactics that you can use, and basically just showing you guys how you can get it done as quickly as possible. So make sure to watch the end of this video. And if you want to see a video on Team of the Season so far Tony as well, get this video to over 250 likes in the next 12 hours. Let's get into it. If you want the cheapest FIFA 20 coins with a ban-proof system, make sure to go and check out Mule Factory. I've left a link in the description. If you use the code LE5CHEAP at checkout, you will get yourself a 5% discount. Let's get into it. Oh, what is going on, guys? LE96, welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. In this video, we are back showing you guys how to get Team of the Season so far Thuram. God, that's a mouthful. I'm just going to say Team of the Season from now on. In this video, like I said though at the start, I'm going to be going through each individual objective and showing you guys how to complete it as quickly as possible. If you need any reference on me completing player objectives quickly as well, I've actually done videos on this before for pretty much all the FUT birthday players, and I'll probably be doing them for all of the Team of the Season players so far. I've managed to grind a Cordoba and a Bakayoko in about a day or two. So I thought, you know what, I may as well just do a video on these and show you guys how to get these as quickly as possible as well. One thing to mention though, I'm probably not going to be grinding these unless you guys want me to, because oh, it's boring. Also, the giveaway winner from the other day hasn't actually got back in touch with me. I've commented on one of his videos saying to email me, and I've just not heard anything, so I don't know what to do about the giveaway. Let me know down in the comment section what we should do. Should we roll it over? Should we wait a bit longer? Let me know. So guys, jumping over to the player objectives, I'm going to go through each individual objective to start off with, and then we'll start to talk about how you can actually do all of these objectives at the same time. One thing that you need to sort of keep in mind with these player objectives is that EA are going to want you to do these individually, which isn't the case. They'll basically want you playing FIFA for as long as possible. That really isn't the case though. So we'll start off with the first one, scoring strength. Now, out of all of the objectives, I think this one's probably going to be the most tricky because there isn't actually many players with over 85 physical who are actually decent at other things like strikers. So this one might be quite difficult, but this is basically score 2 goals in 2 separate rivals matches using players with min 85 physical. This is an objective which we've had before, so it's nice to see that EA aren't mixing anything up for Team of the Season. So next up, we've got creative crosser. Again, this one could be quite difficult because you're assisting by crosses, and at one point there was actually a glitch in the game where if you crossed it in, the game would break. So with this, all you have to do is assist with a cross in 2 separate rivals matches using Bundesliga players. Not so bad. Moving into the next one, finesse finisher. Score a finesse goal in 5 separate rivals matches using Bundesliga forwards. Again, quite difficult, a bit annoying, but I think you could definitely do that one. And then finally, terrific Thuram. Score and assist in 6 separate rivals wins using French players. Now, the fact that it's wins does actually change quite a bit about this objective, but again, this one shouldn't really be too difficult because we're going to be basically setting up our team to make sure that we hit each one of these objectives. So creative crosser, finesse finisher, and terrific Thuram. With scoring strength though, that's going to be slightly different. So guys, jumping over to the squad, this is basically what I have come up with for this, which you guys can go and use. Like I said, you can pretty much combine the bottom 3 objectives because there's a lot of French players, there's finesses in there, and there's also assists from crosses. As you can see right here, we've managed to sort of complete this lineup. Now, the only positions that you really need to be bothered about are the left mid, the centre mid positions, the right mid, and the strikers. Now, for the striker, I've actually managed to get myself Future Stars Dembele in here, mainly because he's got 88 physical. Now, if you can't afford Future Stars Dembele, one player who I've put on the bench for you guys who you can use is Gignac. Now, the only problem with Gignac is he's just not that good. If you take a look at his individual card, 3-star, 3-star on a striker just isn't really too good. Bit similar to Thuram actually. He's just not the best though. He just isn't the best. He's got medium as well. However, if you go over to Future Stars Dembele, 4-star skill moves does make it slightly better. High medium work rates as well, and his individual attributes are slightly better. 76 balance though isn't really the best. However, I think that he would probably be the best person to use for the 85 physical objective. When you're going for crosses as well, we've got our Bundesliga players in here who will also cover that objective for French players, scoring and assisting. And then finally, you've also got the objective for finesse shots, and I've actually put Thuram in here because I think that he is someone who could actually score quite a few goals. Again, he's got 3-star, 3-star, which isn't the best, but he is 6'4", and he's got high low work rate. So if you went into a game put a custom tactic on him where he had to get in behind and stay forward, I think you'd be scoring quite a few goals. If we go over to his traits, he's not really got anything, so if you can find anybody who actually has the finesse goal trait on them, by all means go for them. But overall, I don't think this card is too bad, and it does actually contribute to a lot of the other objectives that we are going to be getting. Now, one thing that you need to bear in mind, if you are going for goals with forwards, don't use this formation. So basically what you need to do, if you're going for goals with forwards, you need to start your players in forward positions. Now, the only formation that I can really find that can actually allow you to put quite a few players in forward positions is actually this formation here. Now, these players have to start in left forward or right forward. You can't put them in left wing or right wing when you're going for forward objectives, because for whatever reason it doesn't register. Now, another thing that you need to keep in mind when you're building your team, these are just some players that you can use just as a guideline. You have to start these players in the position that you want them to be in for that objective. So say for example it's a forward objective, they have to start in a forward position. You can't go into a game with someone in centre mid position, move them up into striker and then start to get your goals, because that won't register. So what you need to do when doing this is set it up with a formation like this, or you can just use my 4-4-2 which I've shown you guys, which does actually have decent chem. Now with this team, I've actually picked a team where you can actually get the cheaper version of these cards. So for example, Thuram is quite inexpensive. Dembele, you're gonna have to get his more expensive version, or if you can't afford him, you have to get Gignat because of that 85 physical. You've also got Diaby as well, who you could get, who isn't a bad option. He's a French Bundesliga player. You've got Eggstein as well, again, who's quite a well-rounded player. Tolisso, French Bundesliga, so he fits in. And you've also got right mid Coleman, who is someone who I probably would play at right mid, to be honest, because his card doesn't really look too bad, and he does also have 4-star skill moves, which isn't too bad at all. Now let's just take a look at Diaby. Actually, he has 2-star weak foot. I was going to say play Diaby on the right hand side, but I wouldn't recommend to do that. Just go for Coleman, mainly because he's got a preferred foot of right and he's actually a pretty decent player. So this is the team that you guys can go and use. You should be able to get this done as quickly as possible, but overall this is how to get team of the season Thuram as quickly as possible. Taking another look through these objectives, like I said, these ones aren't really too hard. It's not the hardest objectives that we've ever had, and I should think so, to be honest, considering that he's got 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. In my opinion, he wouldn't really be starting in a team for me. If he had 4-star, 4-star, which I think EA should have done, because we've just had that with Foot Birthday, why not just do it with team of the season? And you can go and pick him up and he would actually be an okay striker. He wouldn't be someone for me who I would start all the time just because of those 3-star, 3-star combo, and he does have 60 balance as well, which isn't the best. But overall, these objectives aren't really too bad, and if you go through and do exactly what I've told you guys in this video, you'll be completing these as quickly as possible. But guys, that's where I'm going to be wrapping up this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like on it. A bit of a shorter video today because we've been doing all of the preparation for team of the season this week, and I'm not going to lie, a bit burnt out from it, to be honest, especially after that finale last night. If you've not seen it, make sure to go and check out yesterday's video, because I opened a load of free packs for team of the season. I want you guys to go and see it as well. If you enjoyed this video, drop a massive like on it. Comment down below with absolutely anything, I'll help you out. If you want to see that team of the season Tony video tomorrow, make sure to get that like target. But this bet is 6. This has been how to get team of the season so far to Thuram as quickly as possible, and I am off. Goodbye.